Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He didn't expect this year to be any different.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Done a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Caught inside the 20. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. They got 29 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Solid finish to a solid opening drive, and that's the threat that he represents. He can take off and score on you.
What he makes it is 11-on-11 football because a lot of the times the quarterback isn't much of a runner, so you don't have to account for him. Well, you do with him, and now he actually gets a lead blocker instead, and he's able to cash that one in.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings, nothing.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Back on the field after a knee injury robbed him of his rookie season, but he showed a ton of promise in the limited sample size we saw of him during the preseason. Go back to the University of Michigan. You saw an accurate passer who ran the offense extremely well, but don't be fooled by that. He was never afraid to attack defenses with his arm, and he'll try to do the same here in the NFL.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To the air with McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Mason going to get it on first down. To the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. McCarthy off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And McCarthy going to sneak it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
The 49-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
In the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Running left, Mason. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, McCarthy. Flushed out right. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it.
You ever think about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. McCarthy operating from the gun. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Zadarius Smith. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. That's a 27-yard attempt here. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he returns this to the 22. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And an Eagle first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. And it's really difficult to try and defend him if you want to press it so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch. A lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the Vikings 24-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Hurts. He's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, Eagles.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a first. Thielen going to go in motion right. Staying on his feet. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll hand it to Mason. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Addison will go in motion left. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On the give, it's Mason. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 23-yard line.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. On play action, now McCarthy. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That's good for a Vikings first down. First.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's good.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scrimp.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are back within a score. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. No. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jalen Hurts bringing the Eagles out for their next drive. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. Hurts sets up to throw it. Complete. Smith has it. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump, it's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the first down.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
This will be caught by Brown. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But not much on that run, Charles. No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mason on the draw. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
The Vikings field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 58 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking to throw McCarthy. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's McCarthy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing is McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Another one on the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And that's...
Now McCarthy. Going back to the same well. It's Hopkinson again. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Oliver as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Going after here, coming up.
For the extra point.
And this is now a one-point game.
Makes the score.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen in our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. A beautiful fake. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of score a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Mason. And he's going to be met at at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To the air with McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll take this up close to midfield. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. A handoff to Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 35 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Looking to put a drive together. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. On play action, McCarthy looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's good for a Vikings.
And as a quarterback, you always always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
McCarthy off the play fake. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up first and goal at the 1.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
They'll try again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. McCarthy going to sneak it. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up fourth down.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on fourth and goal. Now they will take this one into the end zone for the Viking touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the chance on fourth and goal, and it pays off with 6. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put the...
They'll go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2 yards to go, second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Yeah, this is good.
Smith on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. And an Eagle first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing is Hurts. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
It's second down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A little jerk. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Under pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 16 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
2nd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They'll run here with Mason. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now 2nd and 9. On play action. Now McCarthy. And he's got it. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now it's Mason. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Mason with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 5. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Philadelphia.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick slant to Brown. And he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. Down right around the 25. Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 25 on second down. Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the sneak, it's Hurts. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
Well, he had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Here's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Dillon. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll try and run. Dillon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 of the 6. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
33.
So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing is McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it And that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's McCarthy. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. That's down the field for Jefferson. He's got it with the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
60 yards. That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
At the Eagles' 4-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. He's back to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Important extra point up and through. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he stopped immediately there. And this one complete to Smith.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Dotson, he's got it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
He'll look to throw. Across the middle, and Goddard's got it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here we go, 1st and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield. Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well. Second down and goal. Hurts toward the pylon, caught. Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory. And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.